Okay. So we're still on the lookout for this, tea material, wherever this is. Do I remember now? The game was censored because of that? Really? Wait, how they censored exactly? Or do you mean with like the character portraits that were in the cutscene that they had to censor, or what? Tea material can't be found now? Yeah, that's what I assumed. I thought that was the one thing I heard about with like needing... I heard about needing 50 U materials or something like that, but I guess that's for something else entirely. I'll see. We're gonna go back to the entertainment district. You don't know how they censored it? Okay. We still gotta do NPC cleanup and stuff. Let's go start with Saint Ursula. So, at this point in the main story, we're supposed to be going to... we're supposed to be talking to the potential suspects in the drug case. Or the people who reported to have exhibited odd behavior within recent days, but we still got dialogue to take care of. Oh, you, with the blue hair. Are you feeling alright now? Oh yes, thanks to the hospital staff I am. I'm just glad to see you recovered. I was a bit startled when your friend here collapsed all of a sudden yesterday. I'm glad to see she's recovered already. A morning walk is good for your health, you know. And since I always have to accompany patients on their walks, I'm able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Sometimes I hear people say janitor work is insignificant, but I don't see it. I have so many things to be responsible for, and I'm proud to do them. I don't care what people say. I like my job. I mean, someone's got to do it. No, it's a pretty thankless job, but it's pretty dang important. Now that that's over with, it's time to dive back into the books. It's still a bit too early for lunch, but lunch are off. Time will fly by if I read one of my textbooks. The revelation about Tio killed you. You're like, why, Falcon, did you do it again? Yeah! I'm like, oh no. It's like, no. They aren't gonna... They're not gonna pull another super dark, grim past on us. Nah, they are. Oh boy. I didn't think that Tio's upbringing was that dark, but man. I just care about her even more now after hearing that. You have anything in the shop? You're shocked? Yeah, me too. Cause like I thought that something weird was going on with Tio's reactions and stuff lately, kind of a sign of her, what's the proper term? Anemia? Or something about her being anemic. But like, yeah, the reaction upon hearing Gnosis, the blue pill, I'm like, oh no, there's a very dark story behind that reaction, and oh boy did we get one. She's basically your second daughter now. Very fishy. Yeah, it's always so weird seeing all the signs that Tio's been giving, but damn, I didn't realize it was a serious medical condition based on the experimentations she had to endure. See, Professor Gary Retzel, Professor Rago Nixon, and turns out that a lot of these textbooks were written by St. Ursula professors. You wouldn't think it, but this place is actually a cutting-edge research facility. It's filled with insanely smart people too. Alright, Professor Gwenter listed as an author on any of these. Joaquin Gwenter, Joaquin Gwenter. Ah, I guess not. Well, he never struck me as the kind of guy to publish a book. No. No. Don't give me any more suspicions surrounding Joaquin's character. We already joked about evil guy in glasses. No. You can't do this to me. You have a professor as smart as Professor Gwenter. He has his own portrait. He hinted at us. It's like, oh, have you guys heard about the rumor about a certain religious cult? And like, to be honest, like, on one hand, the story and all the stuff he told us was a very big eye-opener. But at the same time, how did he come across this story? How did he come across this story? Are you gonna go sleep? Alright, Elsie. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you get into the Trail series. I really do wish for more people to get into the Legend of Heroes games. Like, it's such a good series. I love it. But getting back to Professor Gwenter, oh my god, they're really gonna pull a plot twist on us about him being the evil guy in glasses. Oh boy, cause I already fell for it once with Weissman in the first game. I fell for that hook, line, and sinker. I didn't think about any ulterior motives he might have had. Joaquin was our friend. How dare we suspect him? I don't know. The game likes to pull anything on us. Cause it is rather suspicious. Like, yes, like there's like the illegal pills, but he could have easily said like that these were something he's never seen before and he'll look into it. But then he casually brought up, like, hey, I might have heard a rumor. And it was that exact rumor that was very related to Tio and her upbringing and everything that she's suffered through. And that very same religious cult that is extremely relevant to this current case. I'm like, you know, you're making it real obvious, Falcom, but man, I hope I'm dead wrong. Kappa. Oh yeah, speaking of Kappa, did you hear about earlier today? Apparently something went weird with Twitch and everyone was literally given golden Kappas for some reason. And although apparently they fixed it now, but like apparently like everyone had access to spamming golden Kappa. I don't know what was on with that, but yeah, like if you looked around, I mean like not anymore, but looking around different streams and stuff earlier today, like around like the morning time, my time, like around 9, 10, 11ish, everyone talking in chats had golden Kappas. You're probably sleeping? Yeah. Kinda missed out on a little fun, but I'm like, huh. Twitch, how did you break something as bad as giving everyone golden Kappa? Like, well, what could you have possibly switched on, like, your systems? Like, oh, let me flip the switch on, like, giving everyone golden Kappa. I was like, huh? Okay. Oh, Cecile's all sad. Cecile stares at the framed photo on her shelf. Cecile, I know that photo. Oh, I wasn't expecting you all. Huh, if my eyes don't deceive me, you're all in a bit of a rush. Is something wrong? Well, you could say that. We're in the middle of an investigation. Are you taking a break, Cecile? I was just about to, yes. It's clear that whatever you're doing is important, but don't overdo it. If you do, I'll have no choice but to hospitalize each and every one of you. Randy? Randy, I swear, if you open your mouth right now, Randy. Message received. We'll keep that in mind. Oh man, what I wouldn't give for Cecile to force leadership. Randy! God damn it! This guy's a fucking M. Oh, it's during your afternoon? No mentioning this afternoon for you, even more Monday? Yeah, weekdays especially. Randy, calm your pants, my dude. I knew you were going to say that. Why would you say it audibly? In front of Tio! Well, I should probably give Michael my undivided attention. After all, he's going to get lonely with Shizuku gone for the day. Ever the big sister, Cecile. Oh wait. Maybe Michael would enjoy if I read him a picture book. Good thing I always keep the picture books I read to Lloyd on hand. I never know when I'm going to need them. Did you really have to share that? You don't think Tio really cares anymore? Yeah. Oh, I was wondering if we can inspect anything there. Nothing here? Nothing here. See, the shitty politician's still here. Sneaking suspicion that Speaker Harvin finally decided to silence me. Admitted St. Ursula's at the speaker's behest, so I'm almost positive he's monitoring every move I make. Now he realizes the situation you're in? Or he's in? Yeah, he's hospitalized permanently to shut the hell up. Shizuka told me a few days ago that she gets to go to visit Crossbow, or she gets to go Crossbow City today. She doesn't go there, or get to go there very often, so I hope she has loads and loads of fun. Oh, I feel so bad for Michael being all alone. Blah blah blah, son-in-law, old man. Gonna walk one of the nurses. Stay and recover. 1,000 needles being poked into my belly. Have I read any, or your message about the monster chest? Oh, I probably missed that, my bad. This is the last time I can, like, this is the point where I can, the last point where I can freely walk around and stuff. Which monster chest is that? I believe I should have all of them up to this point. Although there might be one that I'm forgetting about. What was the one you're thinking about? Someday I'll have that day off, Randy. I'll make sure to give you a call when that happens, okay? The two of us and some friends can all go have some fun. I'll be waiting. Now that the festival's over, I can finally take some time off. You're still up for that date, right? I'll make sure to invite Ada and Ron too. Wow, look at this ladies' man here. And Randy's the one that has the gall to complain about Lloyd being a chick magnet. He's like, damn it, Lloyd, turn down that little brother charm of yours. Today is going to be a good day, I'm sure of it. It's the duty of us nurses to put everything we have into our jobs for the sake of our patients. Chiron? Did you never learn how to brew coffee correctly? Why the hell can I smell tea coming from the pot? Coffee, tea. That's probably because I mixed the tea and the coffee together. Yes, well, I'm well aware you did that. What I'm asking you is why you... you know what, forget it. Whoopsie, I messed up again. Well, I won't let it bring me down. After all, everyone makes mistakes. There's a point where you gotta realize the mistake before you make it. How can one person be this incapable? Sheesh. I swear, this girl just doesn't get it. I can't believe I made the mistake of asking Chiron to do something for me. And yet here they are, still talking together. So wait, you didn't know which one I did or not? one in each one on the highway leading to the border. There's 5 of them. Well, we did the ones in Stargazer's Tower. But I assume you're referring to the monster chest with the gems. I mean, actually, to help make it easier, like, the ones I don't have so far, I can list. That can help, make things a bit easier. Let's see. So, I'm missing Scorpio. Gemini. Solar. And Lunar. Lunar, we know... No, wait. Was it Solar or Lunar? Oh yeah, Lunar we get from the reward, so that's technically only 3 we're missing. So yeah, again, Solar, Gemini, and Scorpio are the ones I'm missing. And I can't tell... I'm pretty sure it'll come up at a later point. The solar gem is something I don't get in his chest. Okay, it's probably something I'll get in like a quest or maybe some kind of like chest in some later dungeon. I was hospitalized but discharged already. This ain't pretty stupid to end up here. Bright early in the morning, always this crowded, cross balance point to St. Ursula. Only reason I came so early was massive waiting in line. 80 trading men ended up leaving this morning, not because we discharged them though. They had nowhere near fully recovered, but as soon as they were able to walk, they were gone. Let's see, first time here, fill out these papers. Oh, one of them's about the... Oh, the Jesus statue. Yeah, I don't have all the recipes yet, and I kind of do have a guide on the side telling me if there's any missing recipes, or any, like, missables, in case I do get paranoid and lazy with checking everything. We're missing 1, 2, 3... 4 recipes, and then I still need to... I'm probably, if I remember to, I'm gonna take some time off stream to kind of make all the supreme and peculiar dishes and stuff. Because the peculiar dishes we can't complete yet until next chapter from when I looked up. So I might as well just get it out of the way and set that up for later. As well as the other supreme stuff I haven't done yet. I pretty much have most of them except for... Yeah, lunchbox, tomato burger, and the Long Lao Tan Men. So that's like 7 more supreme things I gotta look for or make. I haven't done them yet. No, I mean I've been like turning in the food across the entirety of the game. Just so useful during the fights. I mean I made everything else. Like more importantly, this ultimate mix. Where is it? Yeah. This ultimate mix is a lifesaver. The juicy steak, hearty hot pot, and anything else. Although what the other peculiar dishes do, I don't know. Like they might have been really useful for me to have during some earlier fights. I don't know, but I'm very lazy with trying the peculiar dishes. Like kind of just. It's gonna take me a while to make all of them. The pizza? Yeah, the pizza. Just as I was hoping to not see your face today, here you come. Well, Rago, have you heard the news yet? What are you blathering about? Is that patient, isn't that patient that was in critical condition yesterday? Does it mean my miraculous feat has already reached you? Tell me, have you finally accepted that this is the era of internal medicine? Or that the era of internal medicine has come to its end? Excuse me? Say that to my face! Looking for a fight, Rago? Okay. Here they go again. Sure, they recognize each other's intelligence, but I've never seen them once get along. Oh, whoa, what happened here? Chief Ursuline, don't you think sleeping here isn't the best idea? You have a dorm room, you know. Or don't you? Come on, you have to wake up before the professor stop arguing, or else. Give me 5 more minutes. Oh, she's hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. It's finally done. With this, I've taken another step towards the magnificence of Professor Erica. Maybe. Another reference to Professor Erica Russell. Shiny, you got a recipe. You're doing 2 supreme dishes and 1 peculiar dish. It took you some time. Yeah, it's probably one of the more, or it's definitely one of the more tedious, unfun aspects of, like, Trails from Zero having to do this. On one hand, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, what's the point? Like, you know, in a game like this, people for the most part, unless their patience just wears thin, they'll always try to make the superior dishes, because why would they just be accepting of the regular stuff? Like, it's either you have the supreme, or just basically just consider that the normal, or the peculiar dishes. Like, why have this normal one that isn't useful for anyone? And also, there's one thing that I am kind of sad about. You can't learn recipes by just eating stuff, like in Trails in the Sky, and apparently that's also the case for Trails of Cold Steel, from what I was told, which makes me even more sad. It's like, what do you mean you can't figure out how to make a hot pot from just eating it yourself? Come on! I would... Nah, or if we want to make it our headcanon, Estelle and Joshua have such refined or supernatural taste buds that they can easily figure out recipes just from eating. And we can just make that our headcanon, and these guys don't know how to do that. Learning by eating? I mean... I've read things about people, like, being able to figure out how to cook some things by just tasting what's in it and having an idea of how to try to make it. It's like, oh, you know, once you figure out the ingredients from tasting it, then you can kind of like... I mean, yeah. It sounds really stupid. But I do have a good source for that. My own family. And yeah, Mama's like has a surprising knack for being able to kind of recreate similar dishes from places that she's eaten at. It's actually kind of surprising. Though the effort when it comes to some of them, yeah, no, don't bother. Especially with some dishes that really take a lot of like time and effort to make. No. Totally agree. Yeah. I'll always be grateful to my parents and stuff for things they've done for me and my brother. Okay, let's go visit Belgard Gate. Hey Waspy, how you doing? See, we're on our way to tour the Empire. After hearing about their magnificent stores and architecture, we knew we just had to visit. To be frank, visiting the Empire makes me feel a little uneasy. After all, everyone's heard about the conflicts between Crossbone and Erebonia. We have a drill plan for tonight. Because of all the stress we stack up while working, we take these opportunities to blow off some steam. What was that? Come back to your mother's place? Eat way better than at your place. I've been trying to take some time to like, just kind of look up some random recipes of food I'd be interested in making, and well, easy stuff to make. There's like this one like Japanese like pasta dish that I looked up. I was like, oh, this looks really cool and easy like to make. And then I look up the ingredients, like, oh, I can get most of these. I was like, what about this? I was like, oh, what's a shiso leaf? And then I find out none of the markets in my area have the shiso leaf, which is the core part of the pasta dish. And I'm like, what? God damn it. Because like that, because like I was kind of legitimately interested in that pasta recipe. And of course, like, maybe you can, like, maybe substitute some stuff, but then that defeats the purpose of making that specific dish. But, like, man... Because I looked around, like, my area, like, I don't have any, like, Japanese markets, and the other Asian markets around my area, they don't have that kind of stuff in stock, since they kind of stock more stuff, like, favoring, like, the Chinese, Vietnamese, or Korean customers more than they do Japanese, which makes me sad, dude. And I've tried looking it up. I was like, if you can't find any, your best bet is to grow your own. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? I have to grow my own fucking leaves. I'm like, man, I don't have time for that shit. I just wanted to go to the store and buy those leaves, but no, they don't have any in my area unless I drive, like, so far away that no, it's not worth the drive. I have to go ridiculously far to find a place that sells shiso leaves. You love cooking, but it's boring when you're alone? Oh yeah, it's always fun when you're cooking for some people, or with people, I mean. Like, I don't really cook that much myself, but like, I remember during times when I hung out with some friends, and we had like, cooking parties, basically. It was pretty fun seeing everyone do the thing. Like, me, I was kind of mainly doing like prep work. Like, some friends were making like Japanese curry, some people were making like, some tempura stuff for whatever reason. And, like, not actual tempura, but like, tempura, like, bits or something. Like, just like the batter by itself for adding on top of, I forget what it was, but oh yeah, there's also like one time where we had a party where we were making takoyaki. Unfortunately, a certain friend of mine didn't have the right takoyaki pan and was just using like the stuff that he had in his kitchen from his family to begin with. And it was like a thing for like another Vietnamese dish, but it was too big. Meaning we had jumbo-sized takoyakis. And let me tell you, you have to have the takoyaki pan, because you cannot make a takoyaki that's too big, because it won't be able to cook or heat up the stuff inside of the takoyaki well. And there's just too much batter to properly cook through to have like a crunchy outside while still having like that melty, like, tasty inside of the takoyaki. Then it just became like this giant ball it was basically some kind of like weird dumpling, if you will. I mean, probably not the right descriptor, but it was anything but your proper takoyaki. I'm killing you? Look, it was killing me, and I was the one, like, looking at the guys in the kitchen. Although I did have some fun, like, trying to, like, put together the takoyaki. You know how you pour the batter in and the ingredients into, like, the holes? And then you had to, like, carefully, like, kind of, like, get, like, your little sticks to kind of, like, flip and rotate it around and fill in the hole with the rest of the batter. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. But, oh boy. I mean, it still tasted pretty alright, but, man, if we ever have a takoyaki party again, whenever we feel comfortable about the whole COVID thing, I am just gonna express order a takoyaki pan and bring it to my friend's house, because fuck using that other thing. Literally half-baked takoyaki. I mean, we made sure to spend some extra time, but still, yeah. Oh, yeah, not to mention, not to mention when we're trying to make the what was it called? The dashi? Or was it dashi or was it some kind of like it was some kind of like sauce or something to mix with the batter, I believe. But then oh my god, the goddamn idiots. The watery thing that they looked up to whip up and stuff, like I forget how it went, but basically they basically boiled something together, and then you're supposed to mix it with the batter, but you're supposed to wait for the fucking thing to cool down to mix with the batter, otherwise you're gonna cook the batter with boiling fucking water. And guess what they fucking did? I'm like, guys, you're fucking dumbasses. So they had to throw that entire batch out and make it from scratch. I'm like, oh my god, you stupid. And keep in mind, this was like with half of the party missing. The other guys I would trust more with cooking than those knuckleheads. Or what was I getting at? Like, yeah, the other guys who I trust more with cooking were busy gathering the rest of the ingredients, while me and the other boys, were kind of like messing around, and I'm kind of like worried about what they're doing. I'm like, oh my god, guys, just, Cool, -9. Yeah, pretty much. I don't remember if they were... actually, no. I don't remember if they were drinking or anything. No, I don't think they started drinking yet. This was before they started drinking. I'm like... I mean, no, if any of them had any drinks, no, we wouldn't have allowed them in the kitchen because you don't want any drunk chefs. Some pretty funny parties. Oh yeah, trust me, like, I'm pretty grateful to have, like, a big friend group, as I do have. Albeit, like, not too connected with, like, as much of them, but, like, it's kind of like I have my close friend group, and then, like, by extension, like, their friends, and, you know, kind of like that kind of stuff going on. But, like, oh boy. Speaking of funny parties, have you ever played 10-Man Phasmophobia? Now that's some crazy shit, let me tell you. Now that's some crazy shit. Of course, I'm pretty sure you guys would have loved to see a stream of that, but because of the fact that it's with my IRL friends and we all refer to each other with IRL names and just kind of shoot the shit, yeah, no, I'm leaving that off stream. Oh yeah, like Phasmophobia, like it's like a 4-man like horror game made by, I believe, an indie dev of one team, and it's like you're basically like this investigative, like this ghost investigation team. You're sent to a location that scans for a ghost that's at a place, and you're to determine what type of ghost it is and get out before you die. So then you relay the info you found to the real Ghostbusters, not that Ghostbusters, but the other Ghostbusters, to tell them, hey, this is what you're dealing with. You got to deal with them. I think that's like what the lore is, basically. So you're just there to scope out the place and get out, and you leave the real Ghostbusting to whoever it is that receives the intel. But yeah, apparently you can like easily mod the game, although it kind of breaks easily as well, so that you can have more than the usual 4 people. So then you just change a simple number in the file for the max player limit. Oh boy. 10 people Phasmo. It's something. Like, I believe like there is this one thing where we're at like the high school level. Dude, even with 10 people, it feels goddamn barren when you have everyone split up. Sounds mad? It does, but it was a hell of a lot of fun. I don't like, we haven't really gotten together since because like our schedules are kind of like rather varied. so it's kind of hard for us to kind of get like a large party going. But yeah, when my friends get together for something like this, oh boy, is it crazy. Oh, funnily enough, I also saw a lobby where someone apparently modded the game to have 50 players in a public lobby with 50 ghosts. I'm like, none of us have checked it out, but we can imagine how chaotic that would have been. Could only imagine how many ghosts would go on a hunt to hunt on everyone at the same time. So focus on, I forgot what competition was this? Ah, the drill. You met your old high school friends this summer? Had a huge party? Hey, sounds fun. Let's see, mini Bibles and crossbow, return to Erebonia, sell and make a killing. Being stuck in Death City kinda bothers me, so someone has to do all this paperwork. No matter what job I'm given, tend to do it to the best of my ability. Guess that should be important above all else. Believe it or not, when I confessed to Stella, she didn't turn me down. Hey! He did it! The man actually confessed! Retire responses, we can give it a try, sure. Oh. Okay, we can give an F for this guy. She just going along for her amusement more than actual romantic interest. Never mind. Never mind. A salute for our guardsmen. I'm really excited about it, and my nerves aren't getting the best of me, surprisingly enough. I mean, she says we're just trying for now, but even getting that far with Stella makes me incredibly happy. From here on out, I'm going to focus on earning Stella's love and affection. I do hope. Hey, it's the Bracer guys. Yesterday evening, I was chatting with Kless, and he suddenly blurted, "Please go out with me." I'd never really thought of him in that way, but I thought this whole thing might be interesting, so I told him we can give it a try. I ended up deciding to go out with Kless, but I just don't get it. Ever since then, he's been acting so depressed. I can't figure him out. I've gone through this gate more times than I can count, but I don't think I've once seen the CGF commander. I think I can sympathize with how most of the soldiers here feel. Yeah, they probably won't reveal until the final chapter. News broke that some men in black suits met the CGF commander in secret. Some even said they looked like mafiosos. Because of the recent disturbances around Crossbow, we barely have any free time. I'm starting to get a little worried. Brandon, this place's commander isn't here, and it's impossible to reach him. Guess this was just another fool's errand. Oh my god, this guy's slurping up a storm. Didn't your mom teach you not to stare at people when they're eating? Look, you're the one slurping up an entire, like, bowl there, dude. You love how we're getting little stories into a bigger story? Yeah, it really is what makes Legend of Heroes with all these like little things connecting together. Let's see, combat drill, draw out the drill, never anything that actually tests us. Well, I mean, the drills are the tests for the real situations that could come up. And it's not a matter of like what am I getting at? But basically, they're preparing you for the eventual disaster. You best hope that disaster never comes in the first place. We just had a shipment of supplements being researched at St. Ursula Medical College arrive not too long ago. Based on everything I've heard, these particular ones are groundbreaking and last much longer than our usual stock. Oh, St. Ursula never fails to amaze. Hey Muriel, mind sharing some of them with yours truly? Sorry, Randy. There are only enough pills for our unit here. Man, what a letdown. Let's see. Intense drill plan at Knox Forest tonight. Huh. Crossbow longest day? Oh yeah, I mean, it didn't help that I had my long little tangent about me and my friends and all that stuff too. See, a couple years back, massive scandal when Erebonian branches of the Bracer Guild were raided by Jaegers. Despite the whole thing being fixed by a famous bracer, a lot of factors about the incident are still a mystery. In actuality, the raids themselves are said to be a large-scale diversion. I think there's more to them, though. More to them than meets the eye. More allusion to the stuff going on in Erebonia that we'll never find out about until Cold Steel. They did mention the attacks on the Bracer Guilds in Trails in the Sky, but never any actual details. Or like full details, I believe. Kind of out of the scope for the game since it's more centered toward the Burl and all that. Okay, what else am I missing? Belgard. I don't think there's anything at Doll Studio. I don't want to bother, but at the same time, you'll never know. Oh, actually, wait. We gotta talk to the Cathedral people. You looking forward to it too? Yeah. So, wait. Sergeant Major Seeker of the CGF has come to visit us today. Oh, really? I wonder what the nature of her visit is. A girl from the CGF came to pray again today. She's been doing that ever since she was a private. Noelle is truly a polite and kind soul. Really? I didn't take her for a religious person. Although I guess like most people are religious in this game. And that sums up the investigation report regarding the interior of the ruin. Ah. A bell that summons fiends? It irks me that something like that has been right under our noses this entire time. It's a possibility that this bell you saw is indeed an artifact. Thank you for your report. Sir! Oh, hello everyone. I just handed Archbishop Iralda the report on our big investigation of the Moon Temple. I'm happy with it, but I wish we could have made a little more progress. A bell capable of summoning fiends? If such an object truly does exist here, we'll have to act quickly. I'm not sure what the bell she spoke of truly is, but I'll admit that it worries me. But why exactly, or just why exactly, did that bell start ringing? We still have Ano Kiseki to go through. That's as long as second chapter. Oh my god. Okay, wait. How many hours have I put into second chapter? Oh, hold on. Oh. Whew. Oh boy. 167.8 hours. Oh, if you don't believe me, look right here. Although, let me try to crop off some of this though. Hold on. Oh, can I not crop this off that easily? Oh, hold on. I don't suppose there's much I can really do here. Oh, actually, no. I can do it like this. A little bit awkward, but yeah. 167 hours. We sure spent some time with that. The more you're playing, the more you're taking time to do this game. Yeah. Definitely something you want to take your time to like fully engross yourself in with like all that's here in this game. Oh, the sisters are talking. I'll be leaving for Mainz tomorrow to teach Sunday school, so I'm currently figuring out the lesson plan. Going on trips can be exhausting, but seeing the kids again makes it worth the effort. The Mainz area has always been an important pillar of the crossbow economy. Perhaps I should include that in my next lesson to raise the kids' hometown spirit. Oh, hello Lloyd. Ellie, were you looking for me by any chance? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm a little busy today. Would you mind coming back later? Oh wait, these games? Checking U0? See, it's quiet around here with no Sunday school today. Okay. Oh, you're checking up. See, time to start the day. I lost most of my family ages ago. Caring for the graves is all I have left now. Aww. The bouquets are still there. One or others wonder whether my attachment to the deceased is a waste of time I still have left in this world, but I'm afraid I don't have a choice in the matter. This is the only way I won't forget about the one I once held most dear. That's why you'll see me visiting this grave every single day. Really wonder who these two graves are, or who the two names are on this gravestone. And down here was Arios's wife, Saya McLean. So just who was Guy familiar with? Saya and two names on gravestone. Not until final chapter, probably. Not until final chapter. Hello, Hayato. How you doing? Oh, you're checking up, oh, you're checking out the times you spent on this game. Oh, right. 60 hours in the first chapter. You took 113 on second and 74 on the third. 0 is 128 hours. Let's see. Actually, wait, let's go to, wait, we should do 1 to mains. Actually, you know what? Since we're on this topic, how many hours did I spend again? Well, wait, 0 is supposed to be as long as first chapter? Huh. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Need to lower this again. Okay. But yeah, like 78 hours in first chapter, 167 hours in second chapter, surprisingly 90 hours in Trails of Third. And here I got Cold Steel ready to play, but you know that I'm still gonna play the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and 3 after this. And we're still waiting on the fan translation of Ao no Kiseki. So yeah, gonna be a little while before I boot this up, but it'll be ready. It'll be ready. But then again, I'm also not ready for however long it'll take to go through Cold Steels 1 through 4. Oh my god. I'll never see the end of this. Ganson, the mayor ended up not returning yesterday. Did something happen? I was gonna drive over to the city and pick up the mayor and Gans last night, but I got shot down. Mayor Bixton told me that they might be staying in Crossbow City for a bit. That's fine, I guess, but his voice bothered me. I've never heard the mayor so downcast before. We're in the same boat? Yeah. I'm also waiting on Steam sales too. Kind of pick up the rest of the Cold Steel games. Since obviously I'm not gonna play them, like, I'm not gonna be able to marathon them that hard. Unless I really burn myself out or dedicate the next year and a half to Trails of Cold Steel and stuff. Yeah, I'll take my time and wait for good sales. Been a full year since you discovered the Legend of Heroes saga. Been into it since March. See, Gans's disappearance has been an enigma. I bet you he got into trouble and had to go into hiding. Maybe we're one too many mystery novels. Oh, they don't know the hell he's been in, or going into. Oh, also not to mention the rabbit hole that is the Tales series that I really need to eventually sink my teeth more into. So at the very least I can have my friends stop yelling at me for not being a real Tales fan, only having played Berseria. I mean, look man, I can only play so many JRPGs at once, forgive me. It's like, you introduced me into this series and you bet your ass I'm gonna play it. This series being the Trail series. So it's like, yeah, you have no one to blame but yourself for introducing me into the Legend of Heroes series. My husband told me about Gantz over the phone. Apparently he disappeared this morning. Oh, what should I do? I don't know how the townsfolk will handle it if I told them. Right now, all I can do is pray to the goddess that Gantz comes back safe and sound. Oh, our beloved goddess Idios, please, I beg you, to let Gantz come back home safely. I don't know how to break it to her. The mining crew's been trying to work extra hard to make up for Gantz's absence. Those guys always try their best to look after each other. Even that slacker Logi, I don't know, has been going at it pretty hard. I always found them really admirable. You already played more than your friends that introduced you to the series? I also have like a friend of a friend who is also into the Legend of Heroes series. And he's also started at Trails of Cold Steel, by the way, but he's still currently making more progress in Trails in the Sky than that friend of mine who introduced me into the series. But yeah, for some reason he has this thing that he always plays every single JRPG on the maximum difficulty setting. So for Trails, Nightmare every game Nightmare mode for every single game. No matter what. I'm like, bro, why the fuck? And like, he just does it because he just loves the challenge. I'm like, I mean, power to him, but holy shit. I would not wish, like, forcing or encouraging Nightmare difficulty on anyone. And I've played on hard mode up until this point. You know, someone who's playing Trails in Nightmare 2. Yeah, and people call me masochistic, like, what about those mad lads that play Legend of Heroes on Nightmare mode? Remember the Jaeger fight at the beginning of S? Yes! Don't remind me! We never talk about that Jaeger fight in the prologue. That never happened. Like, oh my god. You needed to very exactly have that fight planned out turn by turn, with a bit of luck, in order to get through it on hard mode. On Nightmare, you have one misstep and it's GG. Oh god, I had my like worries about second chapter with how bad of a taste that prologue left me. But thankfully, the rest of the game made up for that very poor Jaeger fight in second chapter. Like that was like with how much I loved first chapter going into second chapter blind, I was so worried about what the rest of the game could have offered me. Because like, I thought that it could have been those like forced loss scenarios, but then I got the game over screen. I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to beat this? The Loey fight was pretty intense too. Oh yeah, the Loey fight was one of my favorites, if not, some of the most frustrating, but also really fun as well. And you bet that I took my time to try to beat that fight. I'm not sure if they had a reduced difficulty button. I think they did. But I did that fight legit. And I did not take that forced loss to continue. No. I did not back down. I don't know how many times I retried that fight. But man, that fight took some work. The most egregious thing about that fight was the stupid body doubles. The body doubles was the worst part about that. Having to juggle aggro and healing between 3 or 2 body doubles and the main body. Oh my god, that was I needed very specific like solutions to being able to like divert aggro while also keeping everyone else alive and doing damage. Oh my god. Yeah, the body doubles were oh my god. Like they were still tanky. They still did just as much damage if I remember correctly. First time, or you did it first try normal, but it was, you did sweat a lot around it. Yeah, in hard mode, well, like, if you don't have, like, your buffs up, along with, I forget, did I have Father Kevin? No, I don't think I did. Oh, yeah, I think I ditched Father Kevin in, the latter end of second chapter, because he wasn't that useful with how he scaled and everything. Although for the third, oh boy, did they give Father Kevin and, oh, what was her name again? What was the nun's name again? I forget. Oh my god. God, and she was my second favorite character. No, she was like my favorite character in the third, and I'm forgetting her name. What was her name again? What was it? Oh, Reese? Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Reese was definitely... Or yeah, like, both Reese and Father Kevin were my favorite units to use. Like, during the third. Although, surprisingly, Annalise was, like, another welcome, like, surprise when it came to, like, the addition to the party. We're gonna have our fair share of hard fights in Ano Kiseki. You're only 6 hours in and you're struggling already? Oh boy. I assume you're doing it on normal as well. And you bet that I'm gonna be playing on hard mode. Oh boy, sign me up. Because like even though like most fights or most of the hard fights like would seem a little bit on the unfair side. Okay. The one of the worst things I've experienced was the Abyss Worm fight in second chapter. Okay, now that one was some complete BS. Cause like that fight, I mean, I wouldn't really call it BS, as more of as it is tedious. Because you're restricted from attacking multiple, otherwise you all trigger their AoE counterattacks. Like field-wide counterattacks, and you have to painstakingly, one by one, whittle them down because their stats are abnormally high, and then debuff them enough so that you kind of like have the time to run circles around them, while also like you're basically trying to kite in a turn-based game. I'm like, bro, this is stupid. Which one? The one Abyss Worm fight near the end of the second chapter. The one, I think, in the fields of... The plains or fields to the east of Zace, I believe? I believe it was on the way to Grand Soul, like, around that road. I don't think it was the one that was leading to, the hot spring area. Yeah, that one. Also, what pissed me off, I accidentally clicked run away when I almost beat the fight. And oh boy, I fucking lost it. Because I was so tilted already with how tedious the fight was. And because like with how I was trying to get through the fight, like I think, oh yeah, because I was scrolling through the menus with my mouse wheel, and it scrolled a little bit too far from attack to run, and I'm like, no. It took me like 40 minutes or half an hour to get down to like the last one or two Abyss Worms, and I accidentally ran away. Oh like, no. I've never felt so sad in my life. It was terrible. Wait, what was this? Gantz, come back. Wasn't the mayor supposed to bring him back to the city? Where are they? Don't tell me Gantz dragged Mayor Biggs into his gambling addiction. The fight was a huge pain. Yeah, it was. Like even like compared to like the more one-sided fights in the Trails games, cough cough Cassius during the third, his ridiculously pumped stats, his AoE S-break that one-shot everyone. That fight was more fair and fun compared to those Abyss Worms. Or, what other one-sided fights were there? I guess, like, the 1v6 Jaeger fight between Estelle, or with Estelle and stuff during second chapter. Like, that one was, like, a little bit on the tedious side, I guess. But that one was, like, more of a fun puzzle fight in terms of trying to figure out how to balance out your options just right to win. As opposed to, oh god, I literally can't attack more than one thing. But yeah, I'm having trouble figuring out remembering other one-sided fights at the moment. But, oh, wait, oh my god. Speaking of one-sided fights. Oh my god. If I remember correctly, what was it? I think it was, was it Colonel Richard, or was it... I think it was Colonel Richard. Like, I think there was like a training drill or some kind of combat practice with Colonel Richard in... It was either second chapter or... I think it was second chapter because it involved like my entire party. And I'm not talking about that one star door in the third. I think it was something in second chapter. Yeah, I don't think it was Annalise. Because I think this was in second chapter, right? Or... what was it? We don't find it messy? Oh, was it first chapter then? I think, okay, maybe that was first chapter? Because I do remember a fight with, I do remember some fight with Richard, at some point before, at, Leedston Fortress. Yeah, I think it was, like, some kind of training drill or something before we... Or in first chapter. And, oh boy. First chapter, we fight him at the very end with 2 robots. Oh, was it not him? Wait, then what was that one fight I'm thinking about at Leedston Fortress? Cause like there was someone that just did nothing, but just... Oh wait. Oh no. That was not Colonel Richard. Sorry. That was the major... No, the major guy, the other guy, what was his name? Roy? For a second I was gonna say Roy Mustang, I was like, wait, no, wrong series. Was it that guy? I think it was that guy. I forget, I don't think that was his name. But it was the other higher up in Leedston Fortress, not Colonel Richard, my bad. We had too many names to remember. Oh, now you know how I feel when I watch Durarara. So many names. If any of you watched that show, oh boy, did you need to pause whenever they got to the chat room scenes with all the different people talking from the... I wouldn't even say subcast. Like, all the side characters are basically main characters in their own right. But like, oh boy. Like, how many characters are there in Durarara? Like, I still never finished the show, but... Oh my god, I feel bad, because like, I think I watched the second season up to the second core? I never finished the third one. But then, because it's been so long, and I'll be so lost in the story and the characters I'd have to remember, I had to start from the beginning, or read a plot synopsis, but then I kind of missed out on those, like, character interactions or something like that. Wait, what was that guy's name again? At least in Fortress. I forget his ranking. Was it Major General, or was it... No, Lieutenant Colonel? Or something? Screw... F me, dude. I can't remember. But yeah, I think it was that guy. In either first or second chapter that you have a training drill with. And oh boy. He constantly, every turn, spams, what was that one ability? It was like this field-wide ability. Was it? No, it wasn't Diamond Dust. Only name that comes to mind is Sid. Yeah, wait, was it Sid? He was like that, was it Lieutenant Colonel Sid or whatever at, Leeson Fortress? You're gonna go start video comments and stuff for... Okay. Good luck with that, Hydrax. I assisted Sergeant Major Seeker's unit in re-investigating those ruins yesterday. Fortunately enough, no fiends have reappeared. I'd be glad if things stay that way too. Yo, Mio buddy still watch? Alright. Oh, hello everyone. If you're looking for the Sergeant Major, she's out delivering the Moon Temple investigation report to the Cathedral. Oh, so the church ended up agreeing to assist the CGF? You sure that's smart? You didn't exactly get permission from the commander. Yes, well, he rejected our second request to investigate Stargazer's tower as well. In his eyes, any and all incidents of that nature should be left to the Archbishop. So, that's how things stand. Maybe it's because the commander hasn't seen the situation for himself, or... I think you're giving it too much credit. He probably just believes it's more trouble than it's worth. Huh, I'm sure it's a little bit of both. Anyway, the Septian Church and the Tangram Gate unit will proceed to jointly investigate this incident. And it's thanks to your assistance that we were able to reach the stage. As always, you have my thanks. First you have Stargazer's tower, and now this temple. These are very delicate situations, given their potential connection to artifacts. Therefore, we've extended a hand to the Septian Church in hopes that they will lend their expertise to the CGF. But yeah, thinking about it more, the more I'm repeating his name in my head, yeah, I think it was Sid. Lieutenant Colonel Sid? Or, no, didn't he get a promotion in second chapter or something? Oh, was a colonel? Wait, I forget how these rankings work, but I believe he got a promotion between first and second chapters, I think. But yeah, when you fought him, oh my god, that That fight was a test of patience with how often you can actually try to impede him before you run out of craft points. And since we're on the topic of impeding, yeah, I really... Yeah. I mean, if there's one thing I kind of hope for, or I hope to not see, I mean, later in this game and in Aono Kiseki, uninterruptible crafts. Like, I don't know why they got so out of hand with it in second chapter and the third, but then every time you see someone ready up like a craft, you naturally go, oh, I better find someone with enough CP to actually use their impede. And then they use it, and they don't get impeded. Their arts, or no, their craft still goes through. It's like, why? Like, is there like impede resistance? No, they're just immune. Like, I thought like maybe they could have had a system where it's like, oh, you need to like impede this unit like twice, maybe 3 times, since it's like that tough or big of an ability that they're charging up for, that they have like X amount of like impede super armor. Like that's what I thought would have been their solution to like having impede trivialize like boss content or something. Like, okay, like if it kind of like trivializes the fight and makes it too easy for bosses to get essentially stun locked, then, you know, I can see why they would put immunity, but it's like, then you're just making a whole bunch of people useless by not giving them a purpose. Because some people are, like, on top of their kit, that impede is kind of essential to, like, considering them in a team composition. And then to just have them not work is just mind-boggling. I'll never understand why it wasn't fixed like that. Man, if there's one thing I wish I wish there was some way to mod the game. Because, man, I mean, it's probably easy. It's definitely easier said than done, if it was even possible. But, man, I really would have loved being able to mod the game in such a way so that, like, impedes for later bosses and stuff would actually be usable. Oh, hey! Stefan! Because this kid has been complaining the entire game about how he hates the rural life in Amorica and wants to go back to the city where it's more fun and exciting. He's actually settling in quite well, playing with the other kids. Hey. Man, that's really nice. He's actually, the place is actually growing on him. The other kids are pretty childish, and this place is deep in the sticks, but maybe life here isn't that bad. I love playing with everyone. It's always super fun with my brother and Stefan. Sweet, the weather's looking good today. We can finally play braces again. Let's do it. They sure are childish. Maybe the city's matured you too quickly, boy. Believe it or not, this general store was founded back when my great-grandfather was still kicking. I always remember to remind Jake of that, but he never even tries to appreciate it. I wish he worked with more pride. Friends always get mad at me for not taking my job seriously, but honestly I couldn't care less whether or not this store has been passed down for generations. I didn't sign up for this. How could my ancestors invest into a more profitable industry? Heck, I'd be more family to inherit the family business if I was Dieter Koitz's son. Keep making excuses to avoid taking first step, but enough is enough. Today I'm gonna ask that guy to let me join the Fisherman's Guild. Last time I was too shy to so much as step into their office, but now's the time. Girl, you've had all game. You better take your chance because we only have 1 chapter after this. And you better not take this nervousness into Aono Kiseki. I better see you in that Fisherman's Guild before the start of the next game. Welcome everyone. Only customers today have just been our regulars so far. Hey guys, repeat after me. We'll take everything on the menu, no exceptions. We'll pass. Besides, I doubt we'd be able to eat that much food. Fine. Are you alright, sir? Don't forget that stingy people are never popular with the ladies. Why don't you order as much as you can and help fill my family's pockets? Girl. Look. That's... What do you even say to someone like that? Celia's charm lies in that she doesn't pretend to be some kind of angel. When she tries to get customers to buy something expensive, she's honest, and that's really refreshing. What a particular taste in women. I wasn't sure at first, but Gambler Jack ended up being really engaging. Oh, you finally finished it. I'm a big fan of that novel as well. Once I finish up cleaning the store, tell me what you thought of it. Sure, I'm looking forward to it. Welcome, everyone. Want to look at one of our breakfast menus? Hey, go fine. I'll have my usual. Keith, can't you see in the middle talking to the customers? Sorry about that. Just give me a shout when you're ready to order. Stefan has gone out to play with Camille today. When we lived in Crossbow City, he was always so quiet and frail, but maybe the change of scenery is doing him some good. We ought to go to Angie's house next time to thank him for putting up with them. Hey. Oh. Stefan came by early in the morning, and he's been playing with Camille and Polly ever since. I'm sure he'll end up eating here too, so I'll need to make more food than usual. Angie dear, I can't thank you enough. You're the greatest mama ever, always watching the kids like you do. Now where'd that come from? You can leave the kids to me, dear. All you need to focus on is doing your absolute best at work, okay? As Angie looks after our two kids, I'm able to work without any worries. Oh wait, the apiary. Not sure if it's not as if I want the village to give up traditions or harm the environment in the name of progress. All I want is for the villagers to live a long, abundant life. But to do that, we need to make people interested and want to come here. My father always... The village chief never seems to understand. It's time to evolve with the times, chief. But not lose our sense of self in the progress, no. Hard to find that balance though between progress and tradition. Amorica Village as it stands is in its most natural form, one which was created by Idios herself. I'm certain that by seeking unnecessary development, something similar to that monster attack is bound to happen again. It's not like I don't understand where Derek is coming from. I know that Derek wants the villagers to be able to live an abundant life, even so as the village chief. This issue is non-negotiable. Tota and Derek ended up having another passionate argument yesterday. They're father and son. Why can't they come to some mutual understanding? It doesn't look like they have any intention to stop anytime soon. Okay, that's all the dialogue here. Okay, and next up should be... No, we already went to St. Ursula. Amorica, Town. Actually, we should be all done with all of the, with all the talking. At this point, we didn't really see anything else in terms of collectibles or recipes. I'll go do a little quick sweep of the guide and just double check if I really did miss anything or not. I don't believe I did. I scoured everything as best as I could. Let's see, day 3. Let's see. Talk to the Bracer for a cutscene from Stella Barker Casino. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. There's like a big note about yeah, because I know that these lead to like a reward once you get all the books. Wait, this is the last volume of Back Alley Dr. Glenn. Do not exchange them. Huh. There's an achievement record for owning all books and also the Crossbow Times at the same time. The last issue, Crossbow Times, isn't available until... Oh, yeah, yeah, because there's a publishing block on it. Oh. I mean, I don't even know where the NPC is to exchange that, so whatever. But yeah, good old Zemuria Stone. Now, the biggest question is, who's gonna receive their ultimate weapon? Now that's the biggest question. Who's gonna be the one to receive their ultimate weapon? Most likely, I would probably choose either... I'll probably choose either Randy or Lloyd. Because Ellie is gonna be just the one casting, unless like the gun is just that godly in its own right. Hell, you know, if that gun can make her competitive in terms of physical damage with Randy and Lloyd, I mean, that'd be pretty fun to actually make use of her skill set. Because like, I always feel bad about gun users in the Trails games thus far. Like, they've always gotten the short end of the stick in terms of like their the usage of their crafts. Like triple burst, why bother? Like Wild Swan, like, okay, yeah, it's there for the impede, but the damage is non-existent. It hits like a wet noodle. And this Cross Mirage here, like, what's the point? What's the point of AoE damage if there's not enough strength to back it up? And it's not like it's augmented by arch strength, it's a gun. Kind of like the similar situation with like Olivia, and who else uses a gun? That one bandit girl, what was her name again? Wait. What was her name? The girl in the Sky Bandits with the gun that was in our party. What was it? God damn it, how many names am I forgetting? I mean, part of the reason why I forgot about her was because I benched her at the end of second chapter, and also basically the entirety of the third. Because she is useless. Unfortunately, she is useless. Like, she's basically, in terms of character archetype, the same as Estelle, but also has like the worst orbment setup I've ever had the displeasure of dealing with. Like, being forced to use Earth for, I believe, 2 slots, and the only good thing, or the only things we had were like barely anything usable. So then like you have a gun user that has all-rounder stats and not something like divided and more specialized for physical damage like Randy. So then you're forced to take defense +1 so that you're gimping your strength already on top of her terrible base stats, and her crafts were basically pretty useless. Like, she had one that had like lots of minus defense, which was pretty neat, but that's about it. Like, there's like some item steal ability, but that was pretty useless as well, since it has a good chance of missing. Like, the Bobcat, it was cool looking at it, but it still didn't do much damage to warrant bringing her out, despite trying to like boost her up with like good weapons and accessories. Like, what else? But then again, like, I keep forgetting, what was her name? Was it... Wait, did it start with an R? Or start with... I don't remember her. I don't remember her anymore, but... What was I getting at? I mean, aside from just saying that she's useless, I don't know. I don't even remember why I was on this whole little tangent to begin with, but... Yeah. Okay. So, double checking everything. Pretty much done with everything except for the orbital staff enhancement and the peculiar dishes. We can't do this until the final chapter. This one, we apparently can't find a team material until sometime later. So, all that's left, we need to investigate the people in Arkansas. We need to talk to the Saber Vipers. Go on Residential Street for the stockbroker that is going crazy. But I will do that later. It is like, I would assume, almost 1:30 in the morning right now, I believe. And yeah. I wanted to make sure that I split like the side stuff I'm doing and the main quest stuff. So yeah, we'll be picking up on the main quest tomorrow to really continue this blue pill investigation. And probably off stream tomorrow when I get up, I'll take my time to actually make the peculiar dishes, so that once we do get the missing recipes, we don't actually have to spend that much time to actually make the rest of those. So yeah, apparently from what I see, there's not really much else I'm missing here. Let's see. Yeah, just do your monster exterminations and you get all that done. Yeah, and basically, yeah, after that you just go do the main quest and just continue. No real missables at this point. But okay, enough rambling. Let's get out of here.